All right, Schieffelin and Chauncey Wiggins. When you guys are ready, go ahead.
I guess Ian, Coach Brian was telling us rebounding wise, it's just 1-2, just wanting the ball and the lack of timidness. I mean, do you think there's anything else to it? How would you explain kind of the increase in production rebounding wise for you this year?
Just going for the ball. I mean, thankful the ball comes my way sometimes, and I make it come my way sometimes. And in the game, I have a lot of rebounds, so I mean, whatever I'm doing has been working. So,
like, are you even aware? I mean, I think actually PJ heard during the post-game press conference that you had 17 rebounds that hit, and he kind of did like a double take because it was such a huge number. I mean, did you kind of have an idea?
I have no idea. I mean, I always know I'm grabbing rebounds, but I'm never thinking like I'm grabbing 17 rebounds. It's just kind of just, the flow of the game and what I do. So, just natural, and that's how it goes.
We talk again, going back to that lack of timidness. Do you think any of that has to do with being like a football player back in the day, just having that extra level of physicality?
I mean, it definitely doesn't hurt. I've been on the football field. I've been, doing board drills before. I mean, I've gone against some big people. I mean, film off, I probably had board drills before back in the middle school days. But I mean, just my mentality.
I talked to Coach Pierce, and he was talking about your decision to go basketball rather than football. I think he said that maybe you were quarterback and wanted to switch you to a tight end. And there may have been some people that kind of doubted that decision. Like, you're a pretty good football player, why play basketball? Like, what do you remember from that decision-making process?
Yeah, that was one of the hardest decisions I've made in my life. I mean, growing up, I thought I was going to be a baseball player, and I ended up not liking baseball that much. And then football, I mean, Grayson's such a big football school, and, everybody loves football there. So just I went in my sophomore year, and I was like, I really have a love for basketball that I just don't have for football. And that summer going into that season, I just focused it all on basketball.
What was it about basketball that you think you love so much more?
Just how active it is. Like basketball, you're on the court the whole time, and you're playing defense, you're playing offense. Like football, you're on offense or you're sitting on the sideline, and that's one reason I couldn't do baseball is I couldn't sit in the field and just watch somebody pitch. So just how active it is.
I think Chauncey, Coach Pierce told me they call him John Wick sometimes.
Yeah.
What is that? Why did you guys call him that?
I think it was a thing before I got there because I got there my 11th grade year, and when they start calling him that, I mean, I just really stuck with it, and I also called him that during practice and all that. So I mean, it was probably some years back before, but yeah.
Like, why do you think they did?
He does look like John Wick. I think he does with the hair and all that. So yeah.
Any Carrot Top comparisons? Ever heard of Carrot Top?
Nah.
No, I got that one.
And you talk about showing up your 11th grade year, and Coach Pierce was saying he was just a guy who worked really hard. You kind of had to follow his example. I mean, what do you remember in terms of the way Ian was, either on the court or also in the weight room?
Yeah, so I remember my 10th grade year when I would also go see Grayson play, and I would go see Ian play, and I'm like, dang man, this guy does all the dirty work for the team, because Davon and Caleb, they did all the scoring. I'm like, well, you always need that guy that does the dirty work. And I'm like, well, he has to be a hard worker. So then when I transfer over there, getting shots up on the shooting machine, early morning, late night, so I just try to follow in his footsteps and, be that same hard worker when I got there.
I remember Coach Pierce also telling me that maybe you lost your matchup kind of one-on-one end of sophomore year. Remembers that the next day you were in the weight room, the football players wanting to lift. Do you remember kind of what the feeling was like and why you were there?
Yeah, I mean, I remember we played Norcross that year, and they had Brandon Boston. They had a bunch of big name people, but they had a big dude that was just so much stronger than me, and I couldn't get a rebound, couldn't box him out. And I'll tell you, I was the reason we lost. He probably wouldn't, but I just remember I was like, this summer, I need to get stronger, and I mean, that helped drive me for that summer.
How much stronger have you gotten even since you got to Clemson? How much would you say you gained in some?
A lot, yeah. I mean, even from J-Mac was here, he helped me put on so much muscle, and now Preston, I mean, it's a significant amount.
I guess how much do you bench press?
Probably 240. nothing crazy, but I'm more of a leg squat guy, which I haven't done max in a while because pressing won't let us, but I could probably do a good bit.
Ian, is there another gear you kick into after you took the elbow to the mouth the other night against South Carolina? All of a sudden, you come out and hit a 3, and then you get the dunk. Is it? You just seem like you just turned it up more.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I would think about like in my just high school, like, you know, your rival, like you don't ever want to lose to your rival. I mean, just those games are just more personal, and you know, I mean, I didn't take the elbow personal or anything either. Just I had to play better, and I mean, just my intensity needed to go up to help us win, and just had to do what I had to do.
And going back to your work ethic, I mean, part of it is it being like kind of a tweener, like a 6'7", 6'8" guy. People are questioning your athleticism going out of high school. How much did you have kind of a little bit of a chip on your shoulder in terms of having to develop and build yourself into someone?
Yeah, I mean, at my height, people didn't really think I was going to be, you know, that great at the next level. So it was, a lot of coaches thought they were taking like a chance on me, and I mean, that always is just puts a chip on your shoulder. And I mean, I feel like I have the confidence in myself that I can go against anybody, whether you're 7 foot or, you know, way bigger than me. I mean, just I think it's all a confidence thing.
Chauncey, after the South Carolina game, Brad Burnell talked about how you're growing offensively, just confidence-wise. What's been clicking for you in the last 2 games?
I would just say, back to like the confidence thing, just getting more shots before practice, after practice. Because with me, it's just really like I'm more of a preparing guy. I just need to prepare myself for the big games that we have, and I need to just help my team win. So I just try to work on the little things like ball handling, shooting, of course, and just helping my team win. So yeah.
How would both of y'all say this team is different from last year's so far?
There's definitely a lot of similarities. I mean, we got a lot of hardworking guys, and we just gel so well together. I mean, last year's team gelled well together too, and that's why we won so many big games last year. Just right now, we got it clicking, and our team chemistry is through the roof, and I think that's helping us win some of these close games and also beating some teams on the road when we need to.
Yeah, we love each other. Like, there's not a time like we're over here saying negative things. It's all positive, man. It's all positive. I would just say the things off the court really take a big toll on the court because we know we can trust each other. And then we're just playing hard, you know, hard-working guys. We work every day. So, yeah.
Have you surprised yourself as a team with how good you can be after losing Hunter and with Hemingway and Jack not available recently, sorry.
Yeah, I would just say we knew coming into this season that we just had to prepare and take on their roles because, you know, Hunter was a big guy, Alex was a big guy, Jack too. So we knew we should had to prepare mentally and, you know, step in their place and, you know, feel like that's what we're doing.
I just think we're just preparing, just like, I mean, those guys were very big for us last year, and I mean, Jack coming in, you know, he had some high expectations that whenever he gets healthy, he'll be great for us too. And I think it just goes back to how much we like care about each other. And when you care about somebody, you'll do like the hard things for them and do the stuff that people don't want to do. So
When Jack does get back to full health, what can you add to this equation?
Athletic wing. I mean, he can guard I wouldn't say 5, but 1 through 4, 5 when he wants to. Just athletic defender, can knock down a 3. I mean, he's got some experience. He's been in some big games. And yeah, he's a good player.
Obviously, winning is fun, but like, how much fun is this right now? And how much are you taking the moment to enjoy this moment and what you guys are doing?
It's definitely fun. I mean, it's hard to tell you like it's not fun because everybody wants to win. I think the guys are really like enjoying it, and I mean, it's always about going to the next game though. Like we just won in Canada. That was fun, but we got to move on and prepare for our next game. So I think it's keeping the energy high and all that, but I think we're just taking one game at a time and just keep going from there.
Is it that energy though that you think is helping you guys drive into that next game at all? Like, I mean, we talk about momentum in sports across the board. Is that, you think, playing a role here at all?
Yes, I would say our energy and like us winning is very good right now, but we just don't try to get into the future, just try to take one game at a time. Because I feel like with us, when we take one game at a time, we end up winning those games like we have in the past. So I think that's good for us.
Is there a level of like vindication you guys feel at all from like?
You have to use a different word than that.
Okay. Do you guys feel? Well, I don't even know how to describe it. Like you guys are getting the credit you have deserved over the last couple of years for the product that you've been putting out. I mean, you guys are getting that, NET talk and that RPI talk and that, like all of that sort of stuff. Like you're getting that recognition that you feel like you've earned the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all good. Like at the end of the day, like it's all good. Like, I mean, of course you want to be ranked and X, Y, Z, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like we still got one goal, and I mean that's at the end of the year to hold up a trophy. So I mean, whatever comes with it, comes with it.
Pete, you have anything you want to add? Yeah, I don't think it's working. Okay. Hang on. We're gonna go old school. For some reason, the volume is not.
He's ghosting you.
Yeah, I know. He's right there.
Write a note and just hold it up to the camera.
It might be like
Start
me,
waiting
keep his
on.
phone on mute.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything for these
I
guys?
wonder
Have you seen Memphis play on TV or anything yet?
Yeah, I mean, I love watching college basketball, so I've watched them. I watched them play Villanova, Michigan, Texas A&M. I've watched them a few times now.
Pretty good team.
They are. Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask you, how do you keep the energy level
Hang on
high
a
after
second.
running that gauntlet you just ran through, and now you've got like 2 games in 2 weeks? It just, the schedule doesn't seem to be very conducive to a team on a roll. How do you keep that level up?
Winning definitely helps. You win games. I mean, you got guys coming in here the next day, lifting, dancing, and just good vibes. I mean, we know every game's gonna be a challenge, especially when we're on the road. But we just trust each other, and I mean, we believe in each other, and it's gotten us done pretty good so far. So.
All right, go ahead, Pete.
You guys can hear me now, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Ian, I was going to ask if any of the, if the snub last year, you guys deserved an NCAA tournament bid. Has that driven any of, the grit that you guys have shown this season?
Yes, it definitely has. It was a lot of fuel during the summer. I mean, just not wanting that feeling ever again. And, like we've had games like TCU, Coach Dowling comes in and like, y'all, you don't want to lose this game. You're going to have some regret about this game if you don't give it your all. And that's kind of what we felt last year. And just that feeling has definitely driven a majority of us. I know Joe probably has some feelings like that, but just that definitely in the back of our head.
And Chauncey, what's this like? I mean, what kind of reaction are you getting from family, from friends, that you guys are one of the few undefeateds out there? Did they expect this the way you guys may have expected?
Everybody's telling us good job, pats on our backs, all the good things. But I would just say we have a what's the word? We're just focusing really on the next game. We're just straight ahead, really on to Memphis. So all the good stuff is good, but we just need to really focus on our next opponent.
And Chauncey, what's been the reason for your success away from Little John this year? I mean, you've had some big wins outside the Coliseum. How have you guys held together to do that this year?
I would say our chemistry is very high. Chemistry plays a big part. Going on the road, playing in front of a whole bunch of fans. They all saying a lot of stuff, and then we also just prepare really well. I would say our mental is very high, and us preparing gives us a good good things that happen on the road. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Anybody else have anything?
I guess we talk a lot about, Joe's 3-point shooting, and his scoring and everything he's added there, but as far as a leader and just his presence, like what has he added as a teammate? It's kind of part of the team.
Yeah, I mean, Joe has a fire to him. Like, I mean, we're at practice, and whether it's like scrimmaging good on good, like he's competing, like he's diving on the ball. He turned his ankle a few times over the summer, but he just competes. Like, he has a fire to him. Like, he wants to be here and he wants to work. And I mean, watching that from an older guy, that makes you like feel like you got to be the same way. And I mean, his drive just like it drives me as well.
Yeah, I would say Joe's a winner. Diving on the ball, getting 7-5 rebounds. Doing the little things and adding on the 3-point shooter. I just thought, like, because I didn't really know him before, I was like, oh, he's just a shooter, but I see that he's adding on, a lot of things, so that's good. And then, yeah, what Ian said, coming from an older guy, it makes me like, oh, yeah, Joe's doing this, I know I could do this too, so, yeah.
I guess just with you, I think R.J. Godfrey was saying earlier that you're kind of like an alien because you're so tall and you shoot. I guess, have you always been a good shooter, or were you like a guard who grew a lot? How did that?
Yeah, so my dad, we always had like a mini goal in the house, and we would just do form shooting, and then we would do mid ranges, and then he got me a goal outside, and we would just do form shooting out there. So he always taught me how to shoot the ball, because I guess he couldn't really shoot the ball until he got older. So I've always been like the taller guy that can shoot. Yeah.
And with your dad, he played a certain position, or?
Yeah, he played small forward, power forward at Wichita State. Yes.
And he is he still a bad shooter? Like,
Oh no, he can shoot. He can shoot the ball now.
Okay.
Yeah, not as good as me, but he can shoot the ball now. Yeah.
All good? Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Clint.
Shut up.